Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 15 minutes before the top of the hour. Y'all welcome to the show, our brother from another mother, Jeffrey Johnson. What up there, Jeff?
Man, what's up, brother? You know what, man? You never called me Jeffrey.
Hey, man, I always call you Jeffrey.
Jeff Johnson, good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing?
Everything's good, man. You know we got our amazing LaToya Luckett sitting in on the show as well.
Hey, LaToya, man, I feel deprived now that I'm not there because, you know, when do you get to sit with LaToya Luckett? But no, seriously. So I'm upset, y'all, in a real way. You all know what the Gathering Spot is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Gathering Spot started in Atlanta 7 years ago, the largest membership club in Atlanta. After 5 years, they were doing upwards of $5 million in profit, carrying no debt. But bigger than the success of the business is they created a community in Atlanta of Black entrepreneurs, Black influencers, those that wanted a safe space to not only do meetings, but to come together and do events. And what the Gathering Spot built was incredibly special. In the last 3 years, they've expanded to Los Angeles, to D.C. first, then Los Angeles. They've got presence in Chicago. They've got presence in some other cities. And people called it the Black Soho House, but it was bigger than that because any of us that have been to Soho House know that there's a little performity of being part of the cool kids. The Gathering Spot is about, are you part of the culture as a business owner, as an influencer, as a thinker, as a elected official? And a lot of people celebrated when Greenwood acquired, aligned with, came together with the Gathering Spot, two Black businesses that were coming together to create a greater alliance. But as the internet has seen in the last 48 hours, this alliance doesn't seem to be a great one. And so there are a couple of things that are happening. Those that are part of this community know that one of the co-founders of the community was literally let go in the name of budget cuts, or in the name of alignment. I don't know how you let go of a co-founder when you want to maintain the integrity of a community unless that co-founder has done something wrong. And there's no indication that this brother has done anything wrong. Ryan and TK, who are the co-founders of Gathering Spot, are not only brilliant brothers, but they have integrity. They care about the culture. They want to provide a community that's safe and powerful, and they believe in Black business. And so what I see happening from Greenwood, who after letting go of one of the co-founders hired a white CFO, and let's be clear here, y'all. Like, there are different kinds of white people. There are white people that have been part of the culture, that are not tourists, that aren't appropriationists, if that's a word, are not just trying to do business with our community, but are part of our community. And I'm going to tell y'all right now that the guy that they hired as CFO, that Greenwood put as head of CFO of the Gathering Spot, is not that guy. They have, from what I've heard, allegedly removed all reporting power of the staff of all of the locations of the Gathering Spot from Ryan and given it to this white CFO. Why is this important? One, because this is Black on Black crime at a community level. Greenwood claim they represent being a Black bank, and a Black bank that wants to drive Black empowerment. But this is not a reflection of that. And I really wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this or not because it is Black on Black crime, and I want to see all of us win. But at some point, we got to be accountable. And so my hope is that the leadership of Greenwood would do the right thing. This has been in litigation, for those of you that don't know, since February, because the full sale of the Gathering Spot to Greenwood hasn't been paid for. And the folks that Gathering Spot have filed suit to get that payment. So this is a mess. And it's indicative in some cases of what we see in our community too many places, where we should be able to build alliances of power, but for whatever reason, we find some of the smallest things to get in our way, where the enemy don't have to do anything to bring us down. We're bringing us down ourselves. And so I want to echo some of what I've heard in social, that I'm standing with the Gathering Spot. I'm standing with the Gathering Spot community. I hope that Greenwood will come to the table and be reasonable, because there's more losses to come if that doesn't happen. And so support the gathering spot where you can. I know that there are people right now talking about removing their memberships until this thing gets made right. But we don't have the luxury in this day and time with all of the attacks on us, with the attacks on DEI, with the attacks on equity and policy, with elected officials that want to take away our rights versus see them increase. We don't have the luxury, y'all, of fighting each other in a city that's supposed to represent us doing business the right way. That's what I got for y'all. Appreciate y'all letting me share this. Let's end black on black crime in Greenwood. Y'all team, get it together, you all. Come to the table, make this thing right before it's too late.
Man, always bringing the business. Jeff, how can people follow you on social media?
Y'all can hit me on Jeff's Nation on IG if you want to, and would love to hear from you. Man, appreciate you.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all give it up for Jeff Johnson.
Woo.
We got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next.
What's up?
Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.